Plastic pollution is a serious problem in our world, and it is only getting worse. Did you know that over half of Americans consume bottled water daily? How many plastic water bottles are you throwing away on a daily basis? I took a step a few months ago, and I stopped purchasing plastic water bottles, and I've only been using glass water bottles. Some of my research comes from institutions such as the Environmental Health Perspectives as well as the Mayo Clinic. 54% of Americans drink bottled water on a daily basis. And with such a high statistic, I can be sure that some of you in this course drink bottled water. After listening to my speech, you will stop purchasing plastic water bottles and switch to glass. Today I am going to explain to you why plastic is a problem for our world by talking about how plastic pollution in our oceans and also discuss how plastic is a threat to our health. I will then tell you how you can get yourself a glass water bottle. To begin, it is crucial for you to understand the vast scale to which plastic affects our environment. Plastic is a major problem in our world affecting the lives of humans and animals. The pollution that comes from plastic takes centuries to break down. Plastic is affecting our oceans and the animals that live in it. The animals can choke on the plastic, or it can get clogged into their digestive tract, leading them to starve to death, or they can become tangled in it and become defenseless to other animals. According to Natalie Smith, in an article titled Plastic Problem, published February 23, 2016, there is 500 million pounds of plastic floating around the world's oceans. Plastic is not easily broken down, so once it's in our oceans, it stays there for decades. We are producing plastic a lot faster than we can get rid of it. It takes plastic 450 years to break down. Natalie Smith states that once it's in our oceans, over time the sun and the waves will break it down, but even then it won't fully disappear. There is too much plastic production and plastic garbage in our world today. According to the Environmental Health Perspectives, in an article entitled New Link in the Food Chain, published on February 23, 2016, the world's plastic production in 1950 was 1.9 tons. In 2013, it was 330 million tons. Environmental Health Perspectives also writes that the World Bank estimates that 1.4 billion tons of trash are generated each year, and 10% of that is plastic. Now that you have an understanding of how plastic is affecting the world we live in, let's discuss some of the steps we can take. Switching to a glass water bottle. Glass is less threatening to the health of humans and animals, and it is easier to recycle. Unlike plastic, glass doesn't contain phthalates. In an article titled, "What do the numbers on the bottom of the plastic food containers mean?" by the Mayo Clinic, several studies have looked at the developmental and reproductive concerns of phthalates in plastic, such as semen quality in men, genital development in young boys, pregnancy length in women, and timing of breast development in young girls. The Mayo Clinic also states that studies of bottles have found that the length of storage and exposure to high temperatures can increase levels of phthalates, causing it to migrate from the plastic into the water. Cities have started to take action against plastic water bottles. Concord, Massachusetts was the first American city to ban plastic water bottles at the beginning of 2013. In an article titled, "San Francisco may be the first major city to ban plastic water bottles," written by Katie Stenmetz on February 23, 2016, San Francisco introduced a proposal that would ban the sale of plastic water bottles at any public event that would host over 100 people. Also, it would prevent the city from spending public money on bottled water. Buying less plastic produces less waste. There are many places where you can get a glass water bottle. Amazon.com has a large variety of glass water bottles to choose from. You can also reuse glass that you already have at home, such as pasta jars that can be turned into a cup. My glass water bottle is recycled from a tea that I purchased at a gas station. Glass is the better choice. If recycled properly, Glass will be turned into more glass, and it will never lose its integrity. Also, glass will keep stored food fresher longer. Now that we have talked about plastic being a major problem for our world, you can go on Amazon.com and check out some of their glass water bottles. We spoke about the magnitude of the pollution plastic is causing in our world. We discussed how this pollution has negative effects on humans and animals. And now you know where you can get a glass water bottle. With that, I will leave you with a quote by Catherine Rocheber, who is the legislative aide to the San Francisco City Supervisor, David Chewy. Before the 1990s, there really was no bottled water industry, and we all managed to stay hydrated. Thank you.